Hello, this is Paul Parekadan. Welcome to my gardening channel. Gardening is my hobby. It gives me peace of mind, harmony and tranquility in life, and a connection to the nature and environment. My concept of God is nature. I believe the biggest discovery of human race is not the discovery of America or the discovery of iPhone or electricity. It's the discovery of God thousands of years ago. If we didn't have the concept of God, we would be still fighting in the cave, just like tigers and lions. So, God concept brought us here in this level of development. But your concept of God may be different than mine. My concept of God is nature. So nature is everything. It created everything, entire universe, the planets, stars, galaxies, you, me, all live and non-alive, entire universe created by it. That's my belief. You don't have to believe. So welcome to my garden. This is Ajay's garden. Ajay was my son who passed away a few years ago. So I named my garden in his name. Again, welcome to the Ajay's garden. This is a springtime, and this is San Francisco Bay Area, inland. Desert weather. Daytime temperature high, very high. Nighttime temperature very low. So kind of Mediterranean climate. Low humidity. So what we can grow here in this garden is just like Mediterranean garden. So let us see what we have in Ajay's garden. By the way, this is zone 9B, subtropical climate. So you can grow cool weather trees and plants as well as subtropicals and maybe some tropicals also. Again, welcome to Ajay's garden. Let's see what we have in Ajay's garden in the springtime 2022. So let's start with the ornamental trees. If somebody asking me what is the best tree in your garden, I am going to say sequoia redwood. Look at this tree. This is 22 years old. I planted it as a small tree. Now look at that giant tree, almost 40-50 feet height. It gets the natural shape automatically. You don't have to prune. No maintenance once it is established. It's really the king of the tree here. I really like it. Its shape and elegance is absolutely gorgeous. Nobody can beat California sequoia redwood. That's the king of the tree. Next in line is the cypress tree, Italian cypress. These are the Italian cypress in the front of my house. They are also absolutely gorgeous. Sometimes I feel that Italian cypress is equally great as redwood trees. They are also get it natural shape. It grows tall. You don't have to prune it. And you don't have to water it like other trees. very low water requirement, and it's absolutely gorgeous. So I really like it. These are the cypress trees on the back of the house. They are quite younger. They are only 10 to 12 years old. They grow fast. It gets its shape by itself, just like I said. In the night time, I have solar lights on them. If I turn on the solar lights, it shows the shape of the tree in the night sky, and it's absolutely gorgeous to see. So very nice tree. I think redwood and cypress trees. It's really great in California. Any garden, it adds beauty to any of the western garden. These are ficus trees. Ficus is a evergreen tree. In springtime, they produce beautiful flowers like this, and the flowers stay in the tree for approximately 3 months. These flowers are almost 1.5 months old now. It still stay there. It won't fall down until another month and a half. So very beautiful tree. It's similar to kind of mango tree flowers, and beautiful. And it's very nice round shape. I really like it. Photonia. Photonia is an evergreen tree or shrub, depending on how you want to raise it. I grow Photonia as a shrub so that I can manage it easily. Photonia is very maintenance free. It needs a very low water requirement. In springtime, it produces beautiful purple leaves. Easy to manage. These are ficus trees, also older ficus trees. These are more than 20 years old. They are easy to manage. Once it is grown, you don't have to do anything. So easily manageable. Lantana. Lantana is a very hardy shrub in this area. It comes in various colors. You can grow it as a shrub or a ground cover. I grow it as a shrub because that way it is easy to manage, it's easy to prune. But if it is a ground cover, it's spread all over the ground so fast. I have white flowers and purple colors and red colors, all of them very beautiful. In springtime, it comes with full of flowers, very hardy, low water requirement. So in zone 9B, this is ideal for a home garden. So beautiful. Lavender. There is no western garden without a lavender. It produces fragrance all over the garden. It has a beautiful shape. It's easy to manage. There is no water requirement once it is established. So lavender is ideal for any western garden. This particular lavender is called Goodwin. It's a beautiful shrub. And if you manage it by pruning in the initial years, it will look so beautiful. Roses. Without roses, there is no Western garden. This is a Lincoln rose. It produces large size red flowers in the early spring. This year, it's all came and gone. This is the second batch of roses. So it is smaller size, but it's still beautiful. I like roses. In a garden, roses are always beautiful. Zonal geraniums. In this region, zonal geraniums are so hardy. Just like previous shrubs I mentioned, this is also maintenance free, low water requirement. There will be always some flowers throughout the year. You can make any number of cuttings and multiply the shrubs. So it is ideal for zone 9B. Escallonia is a very hardy shrub. You can make it in any form. You can keep it as a shrub, or you can make it as a bush. All my escallonias, I make it as a bush form. It produces pink flowers throughout the year. Very easy to manage, average water requirement. Very good shrub. Camellia. This is a red and pink camellia shrubs side by side. Camellia is a winter flowering shrub or small tree. It's evergreen, reasonably maintenance free, and average water requirement. It's a beautiful addition to any garden. I like it. Azalea. Azalea like a little bit of shade. It doesn't need a direct sun. It needs good watering. It's nice to see it comes in various colors. I have red, pink, and white colors. Any garden should have an azalea. It's a standard shrub in any Western gardens. Very nice. Tea tree. Tea tree comes in sharp red color flower or white flower. This tea tree produces white flowers in the spring. It's hardy, low water requirement. If you prune it properly, keep it in shape, it's nice to see. Very hardy. Japanese maple. In Bay Area garden, Japanese maple is so attractive. Its beautiful shape will attract everybody. It's a very nice tree. Only disadvantage, it's not evergreen. Japanese boxwood. This is an evergreen shrub. Very easy to maintain. You can make it a hedge or a small shrub. This is a 6-7 year old hibiscus. In subtropical area, hibiscus grows very well. It's a beautiful shrub. Comes with the different colors of flowers. Mine is red color. This is the only hibiscus I have. Very beautiful shrub. Solanum or potato tree. In the Bay Area, solanum grows very well. It produces purple flowers and green leaves. Very beautiful, very hardy, average water requirement. I like it very much. It's a very good shrub. Hardenbergia. It's a wine, winter flowering wine. It's good for growing on arbors and arches. Sorry folks, all the flowers are gone. It's a very hardy, nice wine. I like it. Jasmines. Without jasmine's fragrance, no garden is perfect. Jasmine's fragrance gives a magic feeling in any garden. Yellow jasmine and star jasmine are very popular in this area. You can grow it on pagodas or arches or arbors. Very nice to have a vine like that. Viburnum, it's an evergreen shrub or small tree. It is very hardy, very low water requirement. It comes in beautiful shape, low maintenance, very nice tree. Comes with the white flowers. What you see in the background is an olive tree. I planted several olive trees in my garden. I did not think about an olive press. All of them produces so much olives every year. I cannot do anything without a olive press. But I enjoy the olive beauty of the olive tree. Its green leaves and beautiful shape. Very nice. One day I may get a press, then I can use it. So far I talked to you about all the ornamental trees and flowers in the garden. Any garden, the primary idea of a garden is not only to enjoy the beauty of flowers and trees, but also to produce food for your family so that you can feed the family. And that was one of my idea when I started the garden. So let's see what I have in my garden to feed my family. The nuts and fruits and the grapes and oranges, lemons, all that. Yellow delicious apple. This year, unfortunately, I haven't seen any flowers. I think he is taking a break this year. This is an almond tree, 20-year-old. It's very productive. Every year it produces so much almonds. But the fun of the matter is we never get to taste it. The squirrels will destroy the almonds. They steal the almonds every year. Within 2-3 days, they complete the whole tree. We tried so many things but never succeeded. I don't know what to do. Bartlett pear tree, it's a delicious fruit. Thing is, Bartlett gets disease, fire blight. So it's surviving, but it is a hard job to keep it. We get fruits sometimes, sometimes nothing. Fuji apple. This year I haven't seen no flowers yet. Sometimes this trees takes turn, alternate years. Looks like this year is same thing. Palm trees survive in the Bay Area. I didn't realize that before. When I realized it, I planted few Korean palm, and it is growing reasonably well. And it is nice to see it gives you a tropical look to your garden. This is another one. It's also same age. You don't believe this pygmy palm. This is 20 years old. Still, it's pygmy type. So small and short, but it is very nice to see. I like that. Another yellow delicious apple tree. This year looks like apple trees are taking a break. I don't see any flowers on this apple tree. Generally, it produces very good, delicious, yellow, delicious apple. So it looks like this year they are all taking a break. Peaches and plums. This year looks like a good year. This is a Santa Rosa plum. We already plucked all the plums. It was good, very good crop. They are very delicious. There's an Alberta peach, same thing, very good year, lot of peaches in it, and only thing the peaches you have to pluck right on time, otherwise it's gonna fall down everything on the floor. But it's a very good fruit tree. Apricot. Apricot is very delicious. I like that. If you have abundant quantity of apricot, one thing good about apricot, you can dry it and keep it in the freezer. It lasts long. The whole year you can enjoy the apricot, dry apricot, and that way you don't have to consume it immediately. And this place, apricot grows very well, and we had all the apricots we have plucked already. This is a female kiwi vine. I didn't know kiwis survive here, but when I found out about it, I planted this female kiwi. Now it's about 7-8 years. No luck yet, no flowers. It grows good, and this is a female, and I have a male one close to that to get the pollination. But by some reason, it hasn't produced no flowers yet. Waiting so many years now. I hope one day it's gonna flower. Maybe sooner the better. The male kiwi is very close to the female kiwi. This is the male kiwi. It is also looks okay, but So far, it hasn't pollinated the female one. Waiting for it. One day I may get a kiwi fruit indoors, hopefully. This is a new experiment, blueberry. I planted 2 years ago. The second year it produced fruits, and I tasted it last week. It looks like an average tasting fruit. I like it, reasonably well growing. Pluot. Pluot is a new addition to the fruit family. It's a very delicious fruit. This is called the Flavor Supreme. This year it did not produce that many fruits. Only few I already plucked. But it is a nice tree. This is another one, pluot. This is a 2-in-1, Flavor King and Flavor Supreme. One red and one yellow fruit. Very delicious. This year again, this one did not produce that many, but it is a very good fruit. I enjoy it, and my grandkids enjoy it very much. This is another pluot. This is one of the best tree, produces abundantly every year. My grandkids comes and eat it right there. They pluck it right there and eat. They enjoy it. Very nice tree, graceful tree, and the taste is very good. It's a Flavor King. And Flavor King is the best as far as I am concerned. Flavor King pluot. Every family should have one. I recommend it. Another Flavor Supreme pluot. Again, pluot is very good fruit. Depending on the ratio of apricot to plum, it comes in various tastes, and Flavor Supreme is very good. The ratio of apricot is little higher in this one, and it is very flavorful. Locust. This is a subtropical fruit tree. It produces lots of locusts every year. Actually, this is approximately 10-year-old tree, and it is growing good in this area. And it also gives you a tropical look for your garden with a big size leaves, just like a similar to a tropical tree. So it is a very good idea to have a locust tree in Mediterranean climate. Fig trees. Some of my big fig trees I lost to the gophers. You will be surprised. One day suddenly your tree just fall down. They come under the ground. They eat the roots slowly, every day, several weeks, and then one day suddenly you will be surprised. It just fall down. I lost few trees like that. So it is a fight between gophers and me. I'm slowly winning the war, but it is a big fight. Hopefully one day I will succeed. One of the best fruit tree in any western garden is persimmon. There are two popular varieties of persimmon. One is Hachia and the other one is Fuyu. This is a Hachia persimmon. You may not like to eat the Hachia persimmon if it is not 100% ripe. Once it is ripe, it's very sweet. Fuyu persimmon, no astringent. This is a Fuyu persimmon tree, 7 to 8 years old. It produces generally alternate years. It's a very graceful tree, nice looking, produces fruits generally alternative years. This is another one. This also produces fruits alternative years. One of the beauty of the persimmon tree, it's a winter fruit, and also when the leaves are fallen, the fruit will stay in the tree, and it's a great show. This is another Fuyu persimmon tree. It produces lots of fruits every year. When the leaves are fallen, the tree looks like a electric bulb on a tree. It's a very good show. Very nice, very graceful. You can keep the fruits in the fridge for a long time. It won't get spoiled. That's one of the beauty of persimmon fruit. Very good tree. Cherry tree. There are different varieties in my garden, but Bing cherry is the most popular, more delicious. Two issues with the cherry trees. One is, just like fig trees, guavas will attack the roots, and that's one of the problem. The second one, once you have the cherries in the tree, the birds will come and attack them. They steal all the fruits. So we have to deal with both problems. But they are very good, delicious fruits. You have to provide some net or something to protect the fruits. It's a very good tree. Bing cherry. That's the one I like more. Cherimoya. Cherimoya is a subtropical tree. It grows well in California. Only thing, you may not get the fruits if you don't hand pollinate. This is about 7, 8-year-old cherimoya tree. I have several of them, but this is the one produced fruits last year. You have to hand pollinate it, and you may not succeed most of the time. That's a problem, but it is the most delicious fruits in the fruit world. So delicious. I like it very much. Pomegranate. Pomegranate is a very beautiful tree. In Mediterranean climate, it grows very well. The fruits are very valuable. It has a lot of antioxidant. Even if you are not interested in the fruits, the tree itself is so beautiful. It has an upright shape or a bush type. You can keep it in whatever shape you want. I keep it usually as a bush type. It gives the garden a very good look. I have several pomegranate trees in the garden, and that's one of the beautiful tree in my garden. I like it. If you live in a subtropical climate, it's very easy to grow guavas. This is one of the guava, white Mexican guava. Very good. Every year it produces guavas. This is a seeded guava. It was a surprise. In the second year, it produced guavas. Very sweet guava. It's an Indian variety and nice looking and in the third year, now we have already some guavas in it. Another surprise, but in the opposite way for a guava tree. This is a white Mexican guava, more than 10 years old. It grows well, but never produced a single guava yet. It grows very well. I prune it every year and it comes back, but no fruits. I don't know what to do, why it's not producing fruits, no idea. And I don't know what to do. But I keep it because it's a nice shaped tree and it's nice to see in the garden. Another tropical white guava, very sweet, and the tree is very shaped. It produces guavas every year, and the shape of the tree is very good, bush form, and it is a very good attraction in any garden. Guavas are very easy to grow in subtropical climate, and it produces fruits. Once it is established, you don't have to take care of them, and it's less water compared to the other tropical fruit trees. Any subtropical climate, pineapple guava is a good addition. It produces beautiful flowers, lot of guavas every year, and the shape of the tree is so beautiful, very handsome, very nice tree. Americans are very fond of avocados nowadays. Every kitchen table has avocados now. This is a Stewart avocado tree. Beautiful tree, more than 15 years old, but problem is pollination. You need more trees around the area to get pollinated, type A or type B type, depending on what your tree is. I get few fruits some years. It flower but never make it most of the years. It's very tasty. The skin is very thin, so you can eat without peeling the skin. So the main issue is pollination. It may not get pollinated very well unless you have many trees around. So if you are lucky, some years you get some fruits. We get some fruits some years, but not every year. But it's a very beautiful tree. Has avocado tree. This is a younger one, 6-7-year-old. Every year it flowers and produces few avocados, but most of them will fall down. It looks nice. It's reasonably grown, and I hope in the future it will produce more fruits. Issue is always pollination. The tree is good and a good avocado, most tastiest avocado. Does it look like a tropical garden to you? This is a mango tree, Alfonso mango, an Indian variety. It's reasonably good, only 3 years old. Problem is anthracnose disease. It affects most of the mango trees. But this is surviving, and hopefully it will produce fruits next year. It flower, but all the flowers will go down because of the disease. By the way, mango is my most favorite fruit, so I will keep fighting to produce mangoes. This was a little surprise to me. This is only 3-year-old Glen mango tree. This year it flowered, and there is already a mango hanging on it. Glen tree is the most ideal tree in this region, and Manila mango. They both very good in this area. Even though they are affected by anthracnose, they can survive. This is an Alfonso mango, 6-year-old, few mangoes in 1 year, but anthracnose killed most of the flowers this year, and also the weather was very severe this year, 26 degrees in some nights in the winter, so that was also reason. But it's surviving. Hopefully next year it will produce fruits. And next mango tree is Malliga mango, the same thing as a Alfonso. It produces fruits 1 year, and that's it. This year it did not flower because of the severe cold and anthracnose. All the flowers fallen down. Now the tree is survived, looks reasonably healthy. Hopefully next year there will be mangoes. 4-year-old Manila mango, just surviving. It has 1 or 2 fruits this year. Hopefully it will make it. Another Manila mango. This tree produces just 1 mango. This is about 5-year-old Manila mango tree. Like Glen, Manila mango is the next ideal tree in the region. It survives and grows reasonably, and this tree looks reasonably well. Probably next year it will produce a lot of fruits. This year it flowered, but all the flowers fell down. This is a Glen mango. Even though it produced the fruits last 2 years, this year it did not produce any fruits because of the anthracnose and the severe weather. The 26-degree weather is very devastating for mango trees. So all the flowers is gone. It's just surviving. Hopefully next year it will produce fruits. Until then, I will patiently wait, because Glen tree will survive here. 2 other surprises in the mango field. This is a Tommy Atkinson's seeded mango. 3rd year it flowered. I never expected that. And there is 3 mangoes I can see. I hope it will survive. But that was a surprise. A seeded mango in 3 years, that's very good. Usually seeded mangoes won't flower that fast, but it did. This is another surprise. I never heard Paheri mango before. I bought this from one of the nursery here. On the 3rd year, it produced 5 mangoes. It is very delicious mango. So I am very glad it produced fruits. And it looks very healthy too. Mediterranean California, citruses are so important. It's an amazing tree, amazingly look beautiful. It's keep the nice shape, green leaves, evergreen, and the most important thing is the fruits on the tree remain for the whole year. It's nice to see the tree with the green leaves and yellow fruits hanging year round. So citrus trees so important. And the citruses are important for your health also. So, oranges, tangerines, grapefruits, mandarins, clementines, limes, lemons, these all are easily grown in California. So let's see what I have in the Ajay's garden. Yes, dwarf California navel orange tree, good for a small garden. This is a dwarf Valencia orange, again a small garden. This is good. The oranges, Valencia orange, get ripe only in June, July. So it lasts long, hang on the tree for a long time compared to the other oranges. It is very sweet, very graceful tree. Another Valencia orange, but standard size, very nice looking tree. This 15-year-old daisy tangerine tree produces tangerine every year. It has a very nice shape, round, and the daisy tangerine is early ripening, usually in January, February. Very delicious tangerine. This California navel orange tree produces navel oranges every year. It's very juicy and the tree is standard size, very beautiful to see, and it ripens in January, early ripening variety. These Valencia oranges are standard size. Again, they are late ripening. They ripen usually in June, July. The fruits hang on the trees usually up to June and July. It's all standard size. "15-year-old mandarin tree, very graceful tree. It produces mandarins every year, full of mandarins, and it's an early ripening type also. Grapefruit tree O blanco. The tree grows very well, but produces very few grapefruits. Small California navel oranges, two of them, very nice looking, good for small gardens. Eureka lemon. It's very hardy in California climate. You cannot kill a Eureka lemon in California. It's so hardy. The lemons are good for you medically. We use it in Indian curries, or you can use it for drinking water. It's good for you. The tree is very nice looking. Meyer's lemon. It's sweeter than Eureka lemon, and also this is hardier than Eureka lemon. It grows in California everywhere, and it's so beautiful to see. It produces lemons year round. You can prune it and keep it in any shape. We usually use it for drinking water, and it's very good for you medically, and produces every year. Hi guys, this is California Bay Area, the home of Napa and Sonoma counties. This is wine country. Every home garden should have few grapes, wine grapes and table grapes. It can be grown very easily. It's a native plant here. If anybody can plant it in any soil here, it will grow. So I have some wine grapes and table grapes. So let's see what Ajay's garden have. Grapes can be grown as a small shrub, or you can use existing structures to run the grape vines. I use both. Some of my grapevines, I grow it as a small shrub, but most of my grapes I run on existing structures like this one. When you use arches and arbors for grapevines, you can also run other vines on the same structure. That way, when there is no grapes in the winter time, all the leaves of the grapes is gone, but then your arches will still be green if you have other vines on it, like jasmine, or I have even bougainvillea on it. So it never gets bored in a garden. The garden looks always beautiful that way, even in winter time. Otherwise, when the winter time comes, your garden is just like a dead place. You can avoid that by combining these things together in single structure. I like that way. If you have an existing patio structure, you can use it for growing vines. I use this patio structure to grow Thompson seedless grapes and Concord grapes. They both grow very well here. This is Thompson seedless and this is Concord variety. They both produce a lot of grapes every year. In summertime, when you have very hot days, it provides you good shade. You can stay under the patio and it gives you cool atmosphere, and it gives you a nice look. Grapes hanging above you, that's a very good feeling. This is another wine grape, Cabernet Sauvignon. This one plant gives me about 30-40 pounds of grapes, Cabernet Sauvignon grapes. I use the existing deck structure to run that. I also use passion fruit wine on it. So the same structure used for the Cabernet Sauvignon grape wine as well as the passion fruit wine. Passion fruits grow here. It's a tropical, subtropical plant, wine actually. It grow very well here. This is only 2-year-old passion fruit plant. It produces a lot of fruits. When the fruit becomes purple, then it is ripe. It's a very nice fruit, very delicious. In summertime, when you are sitting in the deck, it is a very nice feeling. You have different kind of fruits around you. You can pluck the grapes, you can pluck the passion fruit. That's really romantic, isn't it? This is a different wine. This is a Chardonnay grape wine that I run on a separate structure. This wine also very productive. Every year I get at least 40-50 pound grapes, good for making a dozen bottle of wine. So I make white wines using this Chardonnay grapes. It's very nice grape and it's very nice wine. And the deck structure is so beautiful to sit around in summertime. You can have parties underneath and grapes hanging over your head. And that's it for now, guys. I won't be able to talk about all the flowers and fruits and shrubs and nut trees and berries in one video. I have blueberries, blackberries, raspberries, goji berries, boysenberries, and then nut trees like macadamia, pistachio, walnuts, and there are some special trees like moringa and curry leaf and pawpaw trees, and of course banana plant. So for that I will come with a summer update, and for now, take care, please subscribe, and thanks for watching.